What up, you awesome sauce hackers? Happy Valentine's Day. It's your boy, the humble hacker from Chi-Town, Shy Ronin, back with another walkthrough on this annoyingly cold as fork of a day. Hoping to warm things up by hitting up Yakety Yak. It's Narak. No, I'm not talking about the language of New Guinea. Look at that. Learn something new every day. Now we know. And then we just have to battle G.I. Joe. We're moving on. Ran into some problems accessing it through VirtualBox, so I'll be doing this one in VMware instead. We're going to be exploiting a WebDav client via a PHP reverse shell, getting familiar with tools like Cadaver, cool. Also using Hydra to brute force a GET request, learning about a language called, and yes, this is correct, brain fuck. Where the person who came up with that name must have had some serious problems. This was a step up in difficulty, which is great as a learning experience. To question, question, question. If you don't ask no questions, you don't know shit. With that being said, we're going to have some fun and hopefully not go crazy trying to figure this room out. Let me know how y'all doing in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more weekly content. Alright, weapons ready? Let's get it. Alright, everybody, time to let the fun begin. Now, as always, we're going to always start with our nmap scan. Got our nmap here, -sc for safe scripts, -sv to enumerate versions, -08, output all formats of Narak, and there's our IP address. Now, I already ran this, so I'm not doing it again. Instead, I'll be catting out the output right up in Hydra. And we have two ports open, 22 and 80. And here we are with our computer name as Narak. Don't know if that's trying to laugh at us or what. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop open to the directory busting stage here. We're going to go and run our Go Buster. Under dir for directory, specifying our word list. Q for quiet with all that damn noise. And O for the output of Go Buster Narak, and specifying our username. Now, what I want to see is if it's already here. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm just going to run it, just for the sake of running it. Okay. And looks like we have images path, WebDav path, and server status. So it might just stop after here. Normally, after we see this, there's nothing else after. Exactly. So let's take a peek at what Narak is all about from the web page. A nice amount of devil imagery. Ooh, look at that. Look like lemmings. Huh. Nice little door I would like for my home. Yeah, I think that might be listed as a lewd sexual act, so we're gonna pass on that. I always wanted one of these, probably in like my backyard. People that I don't like come to my door, I can just guide them out there, let them fall in. What is this? This might be a representation of the 7 Pillars of Hell, not for certain. Dante's Inferno, definitely a great poem. Kind of a dope video game too. Let me guess. The 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse? Okay. And who are these people? People trying to get a discount price on Black Friday? Oh yeah, that's right, it's too early for that. And who are these people? Alright. Look like some bullies I used to know in grade school and in high school. Alright. There's some leftover people from the Black Friday sale trying to get out of the whatever they done buried themselves into. This is what we would call an ass whooping. Looks like Johnny's been a very bad boy. What might this be? Is this guy walking with a teddy bear? Oh, no, that's an axe. I was like, what the frack is that? Why would you walk with a teddy bear hand in hand like this is Winnie the Pooh? You Christopher Robin. Yeah. And what's that? Looks like a nice little driveway. Wouldn't mind having in my big ass home right there. Wishful thinking. Yeah, if anybody saw clouds that look like this, I think that you would need to move to a different location. What is this? Little Bo Peep lost her teeth somewhere in there. Wonder what he's selling. Oh, he's helping her sell Girl Scout cookies. Alright, what else do we have here? Looks like somebody's lost. Yeah, you hit the wrong turn there, buddy. Alright. And we have an about page. Who's that? Somebody trying to ride a bull at a local bar? Alright, whatever. Alright, let's see what this is. Narak is the Hindu equivalent of hell. Well, looks like we kind of guessed that without having to read that part. Where sinners are tormented after death. It is also the abode of Yama, not Yamcha from Dragon Ball, the god of death, image above. Okay, so this is dude who looks like Genghis Khan. Alright. Looks like a dollar store version of that. It is described as located at the south of the universe and beneath the earth. But if the earth is round, how the hell do you figure that? Alright, whatever. Many scriptures just describe that there are 28 hills. Damn, that's a lot. After that, messengers of Yama called Yamdut brings all beings to the court of Yama. What kind of court? Is it civil or federal? Take your pick. Alright, raising the virtues of positive. Okay. Do not click. Don't tell me what I can and can't do, punk. Alright. What is this? Oh, your name's not on our list. Click the button so do not click. Okay. Alright. Okay, I guess that's something. Let's go ahead and save this here and see what we can dig out from that. Let's go ahead and get our listing here. We have our 666 JPG. Let's double check if we have anything that comes out of that using both the XF tool and the strings tool. And looks like we don't have anything there. Let's go ahead and pull that back up. Type in strings. See if we see anything out of place here. And no, we don't. Matter of fact, no, we don't have good scrolling. Let's go ahead and fix that real quick, like by going over to profiles, scrolling, changing this number from 500 to 5,000. Okay. Alright. And let's run that command again. Now we can scroll further up and get more of this output here. See if there's anything up in the top. No. Alright, so forget that crap. And let's go with Nikto and see what we could dig out from there. So we have our two pages, images and WebDav. And let's see if we can find any vulnerabilities. We're going to run Nikto here. So we're going to run Nikto using host, specifying our host, output, specifying our output as Nikto Narak. Now, since we already ran that, let's see what we have here. Nothing. You stink on ice. Okay. Let's go back here. Go over to images, and it looks like this is just showing all the images listed here. Anything in the parent directory? Absolutely not, because it brings us back to the main page. Okay. We had WebDav. And we're going to need a login that we do not have. Okay. So let's attempt something different. We ran GoBuster. Let's clear this out. And let's try Durbuster instead. Actually, let's fix that. Let's try this here. We did one thing that we did not do in this one that we have done in the other videos, which is specifying what extensions do I want to also look for. So let's go with TXT and SH and HTML, HTML, and PHP. Space that out, let that run. Looks like we have something new here. Now that we specified for GoBuster to search for txt files and sh files, we just got this new one that just came off right off the rip. Tips.txt. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what that join is. Okay. And we have a hint. Hint to open the door of Narak. Why would we do that since it's a gate to hell? Can be found in creds.txt. Okay. Now, how can we get this? Alright. So, we have... Let's fix this. Why the hell did I spell that wrong twice? Excuse me, 4 times. There we go. Let's fix that. Okay. We have one hint saying that there's a creds.txt file, but we can't get it. And we have this page, but we don't have anything to log in with it. Okay. So what is something that we can do in order to maybe assume or try to hopefully dig out what could be possible login credentials? We're going to use a command or tool called CeWL in order to pull that off. So with CeWL, we're going to go ahead and type in cool, specify the URL. Get off of my screen. Alright, let's go ahead and cancel that. And let's take that, put this right here. Actually, I put it in there twice. I figured that like the split second I hit the enter key like a douche. Alright. Now we're gonna create a word list and label that as word list. Gonna go and hit enter. And it's going to gather all the words that are on the web page and oops, missing URL argument. Wait. Oh. Hang on a second. I think I'm just supposed to do it like that. There we go. Alright. And it's going to take all the words that is on the web page and then try to that it can find on the web page, I should say, and compile a list of possible combinations of things that we can use in order to maybe crack a password. So as you can see, all these words here are all the words that are on the page, and it just put them all into one list. And what we're going to do, we're going to take this list and then use Hydra and use the word list as both our username and our password file in order to crack this and see if we can find a good login combo here. So let us go to our developer tools here. Whoops, I said developer tools. Go to inspect element there. Gonna go over to our network portion, refresh this. I don't have anything, so I'm just gonna put some crappity crap yakety yak up in there. And we see that this is the GET requests. Cancel that. This is a 401. Obviously. And this is, and the only reason why I'm doing this is to show that this, what we're trying to do, we're trying to take advantage of this GET request. So when we're using Hydra, we are going to specify the word list file with -L. Since we're using a file, same thing for the for the password section, P for the password. If we found a username, then this would be lowercase l. But since we're using a file, it's uppercase. Same thing goes for password. If you found one password of one word, then this will be a lowercase p. But if you have a list, then it's going to be an uppercase p. And let's go ahead and specify the IP address that we're going to be attacking, which is going to be this one, hither. All right, take that. I'm going to put this here. And since this is a GET request, we're going to specify that with HTTP GET. Then specify the path that we're attacking, which is WebDav. And we're going to use the -V to make it verbose. We're going to press enter. Let this run. And see what it can dig out. So, alright. Don't really need this anymore. But let us create a notes document and add this in here just so we can keep track of everything. So we're going to just go ahead and do, and look at that, it already finished. Let's see. Yeah, I caught it before I changed tabs, and I'm supposed to use Pico, not cat, so we don't have that file here. Alright, and we're going to show on tips.txt. We're going to put this message here. And let's just leave this open. Okay. Let's go over to our Hydra here. And we have successfully found a login with the login of Yamdoot and the password of Swarg. Now let's find what that was again. What was the Yamdoot? Just so we can keep track of everything. The Yamdoot are the messengers of Yama. Okay. Learn something new every day. And that's Yama, not Yo Mama. Alrighty, so let's take these and log into this now. Why in the flapjacks do I keep spelling this incorrectly? Alright. So, username. Yamdoot. Password. Password. Swarg. Alrighty. I'm going to save that. Now we're at a file hosting page. And here is going to be our reverse shell that we have here. So, what we're going to do, and let me save that. And since we already have this one PHP reverse shell PHP file, I'm going to just go ahead and rename this to PRS1. Almost said KRS1, famous rapper on accident. Alright, so now we have this here. What we're going to do next is, since we don't have a way to upload files here yet, because there's really no way to put it up here, we're going to use a different tool called Cadaver. And so what Cadaver is, it's a command line WebDav client that's for Unix systems. So it supports file uploads and downloads. We can just simply use this command to just send a file over to it. If it does have like WebDav, or if it does have it as an available path. And how we're going to use that is we're going to type in Cadaver and specify what we want to send to it here, or where we want to connect to. http:// this is 8.59.134. D's and B's, damn it. Okay. Now, our username, which is what we found. Yamdoot. Password. Swarg. And now we're connected here. So, what we're going to do first is let's make sure that this looks good. And the only thing that we touch with the PHP reverse shell is mainly this section here. We add our IP address and what port that we want to use. Here you can see this is my local IP here for this VM, and the port that I'm going to be using is 1234. So let's go ahead and start up our Netcat listener. And LVP, there's no K in there, damn it. VP 1234. Let that run. So on this one here, we're going to upload it by using the put command, and this is how we upload files by either put and get. So we are going to use put prs1.php, uploading prs1. There we go. Now we can exit out of this here, close that connection. Let's go ahead and shrink this a little bit. keep an eye right here. So I refresh this page. You see our PRS1. Gonna go ahead and click that. And blammo! We have a shout. Let's go through our normal enumeration steps. We're gonna go ID, www data. Who am I? www data. Host name, Narak. Oh, Ubuntu. Okay, that's totally different. Uname, a. Okay. First thing that we always do is check what all files are in our current folder, which if I spelled it correctly, be ls.al. So we are in the main folder here. So let's go over to our home directory. See what's in here. 3 users: Inferno, Narak, and Yamdu. So let's copy this here. Go over to our notes. Okay, put in our discovered users, which are these 3. They're still connected over here. Go over to our temp folder. Why can't we cd into temp? Okay, so we can't cd into temp. Now, let's just go into Yamdots folder then. Alright. Okay. Let's scooch this over here. Go over to our privilege escalation folder. Okay. Go over to our smart enumeration. Start our Python web server. Python 3 -m and type in HTTP Soiva. Hit enter right there. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, copy our IP address. And lse.sh. Huh. Permission denied. That's no good. Why is permission denied? Alright, let's see if we can just do it in the main home folder here. Copy. Okay, now we're in the temp folder. Alright, that was like really weird why I did that. Alright, let's try this again. And success. There we go. And what do we always do whenever we get this file downloaded over to our temp folder? We're going to go ahead and change the permissions on here to execute. And let's actually see if we can use a TTY escape just for safety's sake, because I just don't like having to see this thing. Okay, looks like we ain't doing that. Actually, wait. Okay, so you don't have an answer for any of that. Well, don't you just suck. Alright, so let's just run it anyway. Alright, sh, level 1 for most thorough. Hang on. Oh, whoops. lse.sh, level 1. No, we don't. And so we hit enter and wait for this to go. Alright. Okay, as we can see, it's going through this whole process here. Normally, I would just save the output as a separate file, but I figured I just let it run this time just so people can get like an idea of what happens when we actually run this script like all together. And let me scroll up a little bit, see what we can find, see what it located so far. Okay. Super user accounts user 3. All right. And Useful binaries. Not that much that we can dink with. Here's our user.txt file. That's gonna, looks like only by roots. Alright. Binaries with a SUID bit. Okay, nothing that really pops. But we do have this here. So it looks like this is a file here. And also message of the day. Writable files outside user's home. So apparently anybody can touch these two. Alright. So let us check. Let's see. Let's check this mount folder and see what's in that. Did this complete? Yes, it did. Okay. Alright. Okay, so it looks like we have a file as well as a folder here. Okay. Let's go ahead and check out this karma folder first. Alright, and we have creds.txt here. Let's go ahead and check that out. Check out creds.txt. Alright. So looks like this is a base 64 encoded string, so let's take that and then run that here to see what it is. Okay, I'm gonna run echo, put it in single quotes, pipe that to base 64 -D for decrypt. And we have the same login credentials that we found by using cool and then running it through Hydra. Alright, so this is totally fine. So nothing really out of place there. It's information that we already have. So let's see what this hell.sh file is. Okay, I'm going to cat this to print what it has in it. Bash script, echo, highway to okay. Alright, this freaking stinks. Alright, so whatever this is, let's find out whatever this is here. Looks like some devilish Morse code. Alright. Let me take a sip of my holy water. Refreshing. Alright. Let's see if we could find it. Okay, this might be a programming language. Let's see what we can dig out. Alright. Program language detector. See if we can find a reasonable one here. Let's see what this is. A program that we ain't using. So smokes that. So what we're gonna use, so instead of that, we're gonna use a different website called Creative Tech Guy. And this one has a code detector and formatter. So we're gonna uncheck this just so we have a broad view of what it could be looking for. We're going to go ahead and go to detect code. You can see here it is brainfuck or BF. Wonder what this person was smoking when they came up with that name. Alright. Now let us see, what is the output of this here? Alright. And decrypt. Let me see. See if we can search that. Okay, online decoder, translator, and interpreter. Looks nice on our first shot. Okay, so let us take that string right here, execute that, and see what it gives us. Gives us chitty chitty bang bang, chickada, chickadee, chickadee chee. What? What the hell is that? You know what? I ain't even gonna try to mess with it. Let's go ahead and just put this right here. Okay. Decoded BF. String. And I'm gonna put that right here. Okay. So we have 3 users, right? Back out of here. Go to our home folder. So we have our 3 users here. And let us try to see if this is a password that we can use to change to a different user. So we're going to use su, switch user. It's not yamdot. So let's try with Narak and see if... Let's hold up a second. Oh, right. My bad. We're going to SSH into this instead. So we're going to SSH Narak at 192.168.59.34. So since we cannot switch user here, we're just going to see if we can just simply connect via SSH instead. So we're going to do that. And alright. No root to host, eh? Okay, let's try the other username. Huh. That is weird. Let's take a peek. Alright. Go back to this machine. Ping that. Okay, looks like it's down. So let us simply restart that. It should be Wally West fast. There we go. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, that is weird. Why is it doing that? I wonder. And let's take a peek. Okay. Go back over here. Huh. Let's try to find this thing again. Don't know why it's not. Alright. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's try this again. Whew, got me a little bit scared for a second there. Alright. Okay, dokie. Gonna go SSH, copy this password here. There we go. Now we got a prompt. And looks like it is not correct for that user. So we're going to switch this over to Inferno instead. Alright, and we have success. Alrighty. We have our user.txt file right here. So let's go ahead and cat that. Blammo, we have the flag for there. And since we found that message of the day was, we were able to edit that, let's find out what all we can do with it here, or if we can do anything at all. Alright, let's go, and it was in Etsy, M-O-T-D. Wrong one. It was, I think it was update, right? There we go. Okay. Sorry. Totally forgot how to navigate to there. All right, so we're gonna go ls, la. Let's look at everything that's in here. Okay. That's interesting. There was a 00 header file there and one here too. Okay. So all of these files, one thing to note is everything in here has root permissions. Now, what this can also mean is that we can edit this in order to run commands, but it'll all be as root, which is very, very helpful. Now, let us see if we can first create a new user. And what we're going to do is use OpenSSL to create a salt for a new user. So OpenSSL, password 1, salt, user 4, and we're going to add this to our Etsy password file in a little bit. So we will go add our permissions using nano, since I believe we did see that if I could find the dang thing. There we are. That this one did have useful binary set on it, with a set UID bit on it. And right here. Okay, fantastic. So let's see how we can pull this off. Let's add sudo permissions to Banano here, so we can edit files with sudo permissions. So we're going to type in echo and put in the double quotes. I'm going to run sudo mod plus users, users plus special bit to here. Alright, and we're going to output that to this file here. It's the first one there. And update MOTD 00 header. Okay. Now we're going to add the salt to the password file with root permissions. So let's exit to refresh everything. Log back in. Snatch up our password. Go back into there. There we are. So let us cat Etsy password. And let me see, I think we could use Pico, my bad. There we go. And whoopsies. Totally forgot. We didn't save this yet. So we need this. No, we need all of that. There we are. And let's put this over to the side just to make it easier. Okay. We have our user 4. And then we're going to add a colon, and we're going to add in our salt, and then all the permissions that would be for root as we're configuring it, same way as this here. All right. Put that salt in right there. / Then everything after here. Copy that. Paste that there. Copy all of this. Let's get rid of this user. Paste our user 4. Save it. SU user 4. Our password that we created was pass123. Try that again. Okay. Let's see what we used for that password. User 4. Okay. Okay, so we have this here. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so let's edit this to see if we screwed anything up. Let's get rid of this one character since this wasn't a part of our salt. Looks like that might fix it. Let's give it a shot. There we go. Easy peasy. And as it shows right here, we are as root. Let's confirm that. ID. Root. Who am I? Root. Okay. Let's go ahead and back up some steps here. Actually, hold on. Go to the Narak folder. See if there's anything in there. No, there is not. We are now in the root folder. Cat the root file. And there's our final flag. Alright, congrats, we have finished this task. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Damn, took 41 minutes? That is a lot. But we definitely had a great time doing this. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry it took so long. This thing was kooky. And I had fun. Hope you had fun. I will see you next week. Deuces.